That airbrush. Can you hold? Can you actually hold the airbrush? The airbrush original closer to
Actually, I like what you're doing
the
because
camera.
you're sort of going back and
Oh,
forth.
it's super
so
cool, but just
yeah.
so this is again this is an original. This is and it's just so cool looking. The detail is so amazing.
It's insane. Like in person, it looks so.
It's gorgeous in person. As always, the cameras never do it justice.
I just gave my students an airbrush demonstration, and it's one of those things where when you peel the frisket off and they see it for the first time, they go.
So Ken.
So Kathleen.
Airbrushing. It's not something you say you do anymore, but why did you used to do so much of it in the 80s and the 90s?
Can I cut in?
Yes.
So we can open the auction.
Yes.
And then Ken can explain about airbrushing as the auction is going?
Yes.
All right. Let us.
Hang on, 2:30.
Wait, auction mode engaged.
Engaged.
Yeah.
Oh!
So airbrushing.
Does he do this at home? Kathleen, I'll get
What?
just a minute.
Nope.
$100.
Sounds good. $100.
$500.
$500. Ken, tell us about airbrushing.
Okay. Actually, can we throttle the music back just a
Just a smidge.
Thank you. Good. Okay. Airbrushing. Okay. So before there was Photoshop, there were airbrushes. Airbrushes go right back to the dawn of time. In fact, some of the earliest cave paintings. For example,
$600.
Uluru, which formerly known as Ayers Rock,
$750.
is with images which were actually created with primitive airbrushes, which is essentially you take a mouthful of pigment and you get a hollow bone and you blow through it and use a mask, in this case your hand, and it sprays an outline.
$900, $1,000.
So the modern airbrush comes from about the late 19th century. In essence, it's a fairly complex tool, but what it does basically is it draws pressurized air or gas, I use nitrogen. It then fires it through a nozzle, mixes it with paint, which atomizes, and so the paint ends up on the paper practically dry. And what it does is it gives you these incredibly lovely, smooth gradients. So there we go, right there, like airbrush artwork from 10,000 years ago.
Thank you, Arc Like Dynamite.
Thank you. So the airbrush solves a lot of problems very quickly. It can also create a lot of problems because you're working with transparent media on paper where the surface is. So it can be a bit tricky. I took to it pretty much right away, and then I found that ironically, I became a victim of my own success insofar as it took me many years to, stop being an airbrush artist because I was constantly being asked that. The problem with it is, of course, because you're spraying, there's particulate matter floating around. So you blow your nose after a long hours of airbrushing and you get this rainbow.
That seems bad.
It was very bad. And
I just want to say, we're at $1,000. We should probably call going once.
Yes.
I think so, because
Okay.
I haven't been many bids in a little while.
Okay.
But I do want to hear more about this.
Okay, so anyway, actually it was around the same time I was doing this when Alex was quite young. We had a diaper service, and I used to use diapers because they're the perfect cloth to wipe your brushes on. And somebody came to my studio once and saw this multicolored diaper and said, "My God, what are you feeding that kid?"
Del93 says, when you make mistakes with an airbrush, you make mistakes.
Yes, it is a massive.
If you really screw something up with an airbrush, can you even salvage the piece?
You can, but it's extremely difficult, particularly because I work transparent, and to repair something which is transparent is enormously difficult. Photoshop.
Let's show off again. Sorry, over on Skullcam. Let's show off again what this auction is for. This is the working drawing, and again, the original airbrush piece. This is from. You said this is from a Spider-Man. This is from a children's book.
Yes, and I was just going to say that the bids are not coming in. So how about we sweeten the pig?
What do you have?
We have the actual book.
You have the book.
What? That's cool.
Look at this book. I'm gonna pass.
This book is full of airbrush illustrations, including yoink.
What? It's a pop-up book.
Pop-up book.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, this is nice. This feels nice and cool. I'm just gonna sit here and go like this. So here's the actual spread that you're getting. There he is, right at the very back. There it is.
Here, let me pass this over
So that's
to.
the actual.
Let me pass this over to
The actual
Skullcam.
book. So have we got another bid yet? Pig sweetener, yes.
Oh, they haven't even seen it yet. There we go.
Oh, okay, there we go. Someone owned that book.
Lord Hosk says they own that book. That's super cool. Wow, look, it's the lizard.
And you can own it again.
And you can own it again. It's true.
That's right.
But I haven't seen any more bidders either. Goodness
Wow.
me, I think we have to.
That's it. I'm taking the book back.
No, you've sweetened it.
You can. I mean,
That's okay, Ken. I'll
you
sweeten it
could
with
hold
some
out for a
silica
higher
gel.
amount.
Nice. Thank you. Did you hear that? This
I'm
comes
throwing in
with
silica gel.
Ooh.
Yeah. I think we're gonna have to call going twice.
I
Yeah,
think so
going
too.
twice to Wesolowski
I think so
for
too.
$1,000.
What? Well, the bidders might be gathering power for other
There's-
items.
there's
That's
a pretty-
true. There's some amazing
there's some
things.
pretty
still coming
astonishing
up.
stuff
Okay,
coming
so
up.
Why don't we say going once, going twice?
Oh, wait!
Oh,
Give it just give it a little longer. Give it a little longer. I know you're
Few more
excited, Ken.
seconds. Get hold.
10, 9,
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3,
Hey,
2, 1.
cheat.
Boom! Done. I have another. I have
I
one.
tried.
I have one more airbrush story. Years ago.
Thank you so much, Wesolowski.
Thank you. I had a guy delivering. I use nitrogen because it's a nice dry gas, and I had a guy delivering some gas, and he said, what am I delivering? And I said,
worry about it.
nitrous oxide. And he goes, okay, I'll be right back. And I'm like, yes.
Seriously?
Seriously. So he comes back a few minutes later and goes, oh, I'm sorry, sir. I can only give that to doctors and dentists. And I said, this used to be a dentist's office. Doesn't that count? It's like, and I thought that'd be so great. You're like, a little bit for the illustration, a little for me, a little for illustration, a little more for me.
I think that would make you make a lot of mistakes.
gets worse and worse as it goes.
Or better and better. I mean,
Ken, nice dry gas, Stacy.
yes.